The unicellular organisms and the multicellular organisms. Right? So first, what we'll talk about is heredity. What is heredity? It is the transfer of biological characters from one generation to another. Now, what do you mean by the biological characters? The biological characters will include the physical as well as the mental characters, right? Now, what do you mean by these things? It would be the hair color, the skin color, the height, the features of the person. Features means the shape of the nose or ear. All these things will be passed on from one generation to another. Like it would be like your father or your mother, that will be of the child. So this is the heredity, that is the transfer of the character. What all things are transferred from one generation to another? The biological characters and also the properties. Okay, so for these things you don't have to do anything. The child does not have to do anything. Automatically it is passed on from one generation to another. Okay, the property and the biological characters, not the degree, not the marks. For that you have to study, isn't it? For that you have to pass your exams. You can't get your father's degree. Okay, my father is a doctor, so even I'll become a doctor. No, you'll have to study for that. Of course, after studying you can become. So, so so now we will understand how does this happen. This will be because of the DNA. So now you know about the new cell. Every organism. Now, what are the organisms? The organisms are of two types: the unicellular and the multicellular. There are two types of organisms: the unicellular and the multicellular. Uh, the unicellular organisms have only one cell. For example, amoeba. Just example, amoeba. Example, human beings. Okay. Now, what is a cell? Now, for example, this is a cell. What is a cell? The cell is the main functional unit of any organism. Okay. And there is a nucleus. You have all studied the structure of the nucleus, right? There are the different organelles. What are the different organelles? These are the different parts of the cell is known as the organelles. So within every cell there is a nucleus. Now each cell can function on its own independently. If for example the amoeba, it is only unicellular, but it has all the organelles which can sustain the organism. It can live depending on only this single cell. And in case of multicellular organisms, there are so many different cells. And within the cell, there is the nucleus, and inside the cell, there is the chromosome. And what does the chromosome carry? The chromosome carries the DNA. Now Now let us know more about the DNA. What is the DNA? Do you know what is the DNA? It is deoxyribonucleic acid, and it is present inside the nucleus. Now, how is the structure of the DNA? Can anybody tell me? It is a helical structure like this. It is a double helix. And there are the strands within it. You know about this? So it is a double helical structure. And a section of this DNA is the gene. It is a part of this DNA, that is the gene, which carries the different characters. Now this is passed on from one generation to another. You remember last year you have studied Mendel? You remember you have studied Mendel? No? Monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. We have done this last year. Yes. So what happens in the monohybrid cross and the dihybrid cross? There is the parental generation, there is the F1 generation, and there is the F2 generation. From the parent, it is passed on, the characters are passed on to the F1 generation. The traits are passed on. It is also known as the traits. And then to the F2 generation. What is monohybrid cross? What Mendel did, he studied one particular character. So that name suggests one character. So he studied one trait of that particular pea plant. In dihybrid, he studied two traits. In this, he studied the height. In this, he studied the shape and color, and how it is passed on from one generation to another. And what did he find out? That was a complete chart we have done, the Punnett square. You remember now? Okay. So all that is the base of this particular topic. And Johann Gregor Mendel is the pioneer in the study of genetics. What is genetics? What is genetics? Genetics is the study of heredity and all these topics. And why is it important for us to study heredity? It is important to study heredity so that we understand what are the characters that are going to be passed on to the new generation or the next generation. How, if there are certain disorders in the previous generation and if it is going to be passed on to the next generation, how it can be managed or how it can be cured or how it can be prevented. Fine. And also if there are certain diseases. So can you tell, there are two questions in your textbook. The first one is sketch and explain the structure of DNA and various types of DNA. Can you see? Those who have the textbooks, yeah. Hmm. So it is very simple. You have to draw the sketch of the just we have just drafted the double helical structure of the DNA, and you have to label it accordingly, and also mention the different types of RNA. You remember different types. Okay, before we go ahead, there is also a mention about the discovery by the French geneticists Francois Jacob and Jacques Monod proposed a model of the process of protein synthesis with the help of DNA in the bacterial cell. It helped to uncover the genetic codes hidden in the DNA. So these are the people who have all studied about the different codes about and how it is passed on, because it's very difficult to understand how it must have been done. So they have studied how it has been, and they have come to the conclusion that there are certain codes which are passed on from one generation to another, and how and what that we are going to study in the next part of this chapter. And the first question was sketch and explain the structure of DNA and various types of RNA. Do you remember the different types of RNA?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me.
rRNA, tRNA, and mRNA.
Very good. Next one, sir. So you say, you can see this part of the board, yeah. rRNA, tRNA, and first one was mRNA, right? So these are three important types of RNA. That is one question. Next is explain the meaning of genetic disorders. What do you mean by genetic disorders? Yes? Nobody? What do you mean by genetic disorders? This is passed on from one generation to another. This could be any type of a disorder or any type of a disease or any type of like for example, can you give me some examples like Down syndrome or sickle cell anemia? Yeah, you remember sickle cell anemia? What was it? So in a normal blood cell, the shape of the cell is like this, round, you know, it is the concave shape, like this it is. Right? This is the shape of the normal blood cell. But in case of sickle cell, the shape becomes like this, or only like this. So there is only half the shape. Got it? So what happens is, what is the main function of any blood cell? To carry hemoglobin. There is hemoglobin over here. But in case of a sickle cell, the blood is not able to carry sufficient amount of hemoglobin. So it is a defect in that particular uh, person, and he is not able to perform all the functions nicely. And there are many issues because of sickle cell anemia. The person may have fever, or may also the person may also have pain and may not be active. Not only this, the person may not survive for a very long time. The life of that person is also less.